What made you start getting into the home services?
We're always going to need home services, plumbers, electricians, and window cleaners and pressure washers.
Last year you guys did Christmas lights. How did that go for you guys?
First year, you did that 30K in 30 days challenge, and we hit it. And then we more than doubled it this last year.
How long after you made your first dollar in home services?
Days.
Yeah.
it was fast.
What would you say your favorite part of home service U is?
HSU is fantastic. It's packed full of resources. Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Aaron Mayfield, owner of House Beautiful Home Services here in North Austin, Texas.
Awesome. And Aaron, for those people that might not know you yet, can you tell them a little bit about what your life looks like outside of business, especially I'd say being a dad to 5 kids?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so my wife and I have been married almost 23 years. We've got 5 sons aged 18 down to 8. And so when I'm not working, I'm pouring myself into these boys, shaping the future because they're all future men. So I'm looking to invest myself into them.
And kind of leads into my next question. What made you start looking into getting into the home services? Because you're pretty brand new to it outside of what you were previously doing.
Yeah, I mean, again, because of being a dad shapes so much of my identity, my priorities. So I have 5 sons that are all getting ready to launch into the workforce. They're all thinking about college and careers and that kind of thing. And I'm thinking, okay, look, you got this AI revolution going on. What kind of career paths are going to be resilient enough to carry them through? And we're always going to need home services. We're always going to need plumbers and electricians and window cleaners and pressure washers, things like that. And more than that, I'm also just looking to teach them about how to build a business. And so helping them have something that, whether it's a side hustle or a full-on career path, that's what led me into this. And plus, I enjoy working with my sons. They've also got a lot of friends and their parents entrust me with them. So I really enjoy investing into the future.
And what kind of led you to, I know you're saying home services, it's AI proof, but what were you kind of worried about before starting your home service business? And what do you think ultimately was the decision that made you actually commit to starting it? What were some of those fears that you're thinking about before starting?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like
getting into starting a business, like it's not like a small commitment because you were working for, when you and I first met, you were working for somebody else, and then obviously there was enough of that little voice you're talking about in the back of your head, but still having that voice telling you, I want to do something with my boys, AI is coming up. What were there's still fears involved with starting anything new. Do you remember what some of those fears were? Yeah, I mean, the fears are like, I felt like, okay, I've got enough confidence that I can get out there and do something, but like knowing what is that path that I don't want to just waste years doing something that's just going to be replaced by AI, especially for my boys. Like I want to launch them into something that they can do successfully for years and years to come, being able to provide for their families. Like I don't want them sweating it out, for somebody else forever and then just getting laid off when they're 50 years old and then they're unhireable, and then at 50 years old they have to switch career paths. Yeah, you're saying some people that that was kind of happening too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming more and more too. It's coming across my ears. Like my fiance's friend, they got laid off, and I'm like, what are they gonna do? They can barely use a computer, yet alone with AI now. So it's definitely setting up success. And then, do you think you would have, because you started your business with Home Service University, how did that kind of help that transition to going from working for somebody else to then having the idea I want to do home services and then saying, okay, I'm going to choose Adam and getting some help to do it? How did that play out?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan. So, I'm a big fan of getting counsel and getting help. And so before my wife and I got married 23 years ago, we got somebody to counsel us and help us. So to help us avoid pain, to help us buy time that we could spend arguing and fighting, and it helped us shape a nice path ahead. When I'm exercising and I want help with that, then I hire a coach. And so why not, business-wise? And so I came across your content online, and then I was pretty skeptical. I mean, this guy's in Canada. He's a hockey player. I don't even know what hockey is, and he's in another country. So I had conversations, but I really appreciated how personable and humble and how genuinely you wanted to help people. But even then, I hadn't hired you yet, so I went ahead and bit the bullet after talking with my wife. We bit the bullet, invested in Home Service University, and in you, really. And you've just delivered consistently. It's now been 15 months since I got involved with HSU, and I don't regret it at all. I mean, it's paid for itself, tenfold easily. And not just in the business itself, but there's just stuff that I've picked up from you along the way that's helped me with other areas of life, including with my sons. So, yeah, it's been a great investment. I'm super grateful for the relationship as much as anything.
Yeah, no, and I feel like I've been kind of picking your brain on the next chapter of recently getting engaged and having kids and stuff like that as well. So it's been super awesome getting to know you. And I know today we were out with the boys doing window cleaning, we did some gutter cleaning, but last year you guys did Christmas lights. How did that go for you guys?
Oh, it was great. I mean, the first year, you did that 30K in 30 days challenge. I was like, man, there's no way we're going to do that. And we hit it. We crushed it. And then we more than doubled it, again, this last year. And I feel like we're just barely even putting our foot on the gas pedal, and treating it almost more like a side hustle, and we crushed it. So this year, we're setting our sights on 10xing. And I think that there is no way that we don't hit that because of everything that we've learned along the way.
Yeah, we're smashing 500K. We're going to go in the whiteboard session before I head out here.
100%.
And then, so we're going to go for 500K this year. But if we're going to think back to like when you first started, how long after when you kind of got set up with Home Service U, we kind of helped you with some things, getting things organized. How long after? Was it like months after? How long after so you went out and actually made your first dollar in home services?
Days.
Yeah.
it was fast.
Yeah, that question's because a lot of people don't believe it, but yeah, it's pretty quick once you get set up and put yourself out there. So that's awesome to hear. And then what would you say your favorite part, I know we kind of chatted a little bit about it, but what would you say your favorite part of Home Service U is? Like, is it the community, the coaching calls, the people? What would you say like something that your favorite part is of Home Service University?
Yeah, I mean, you've got such a great program. HSU is fantastic. It's packed full of resources, lots of, just tons of documents and SOPs and templates and all kinds of training that's super helpful. The group calls are fantastic, but really, I mean, you're the driver behind it, and when it's one thing to do this and to see other people doing it, but when I'm talking to you, like, you just impart faith to other people that, hey, like, you can do this. You're going to do this.
Yeah.
The only reason you don't do this is because you don't believe you can do this. And that's a powerful thing to give somebody that faith and that courage that, hey, you're going to make this.
Yeah, it's hard for me sometimes because like I remember like the sleeping in the car and the grinding it out, but then people see me at where I am today, and it's good to remind them of like, hey, like I had everything against me, so I can promise you that you can do it too. So that's a weird thing that I've had to adjust with. And my last question here for you, we have that 500K goal this year, and like we're talking about grow mode versus profit mode. But what would going up and putting up 500K mean for you and the family this year?
Oh man, I mean, it'd be a game changer. I mean, because we've invested so much into this, and it's already been paying off. So I'm super grateful about that. But it really, like, I think about legacy, and I think about my sons, and I think about their friends that are working for the business, and other guys that we brought along, and it really, like, it's just it's a legacy opportunity.
Yeah.
To get to that 500K. And then to think beyond that. I mean, once I hit 500K, like I'm quickly setting my sights on the next level, and bringing my boys along with that, giving other guys opportunity to come in and to take ownership, to take responsibility, to learn how to operate a business. It's a really wonderful opportunity. Again, bringing it back to investing in the next generation.
Yeah, and you have your boys are awesome, and you can definitely set them up. Like the skills, I can see it in them. So that's a hard thing guys have, is finding good ops guys and guys that are like for their age, like they are going to be ops guys and managing teams and stuff. And that's one of the hardest positions to fill. So it almost comes back onto you to make sure that the jobs are going and you're dialing them in, because once you get the 500K, we'll grow a lot faster than some of the companies that have to find a bunch of strangers to do it for them. So I do think, like, in next year, 2 years, 3 years, as they go from 18, 19, 20 and take on, it's going to be, that's a huge advantage that not a lot of people have. Like, everyone I had to hire was random people, and you don't know their character. It was like, your sons, and they all have a good head on their shoulders, clearly. So I think this would be a really good growth year, and then the future will be even better. It's an honor having you in the group. If you have any last words, you can share them. But other than that, it's a really great interview, and it's an honor having you. And
man, I'm just full of gratitude, full of joy, and eager to get more involved with the community and to be able to give back as we take the next step.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of the guys that start growing, and I guess it's an obvious question, but you'd recommend Home Service U to somebody else?
100%.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks, Ron.